Let's talk about virtual assistants while I lay in bed and try and get rid of what looks like it's going to be a splitting migraine. Before you ask me whether or not this works for migraines, I have no idea, but I'm trying anyway because I'm desperate. Let's just break something down. In 2025, all interior design can be done remotely. That's not to say that there's never a need for someone to be on a job site, but you can handle that by outsourcing or by having a designated person getting you the information or documentation or picture, whatever it is that you need. You can handle that. How do I know? Because I built a national interior design firm, and I promise you, I did not have a team on site at all times in all locations. We did the majority of things remotely. So when we're considering that, if you take the question back to virtual interior designer, most interior designers have a good portion of what they do as virtual or remote. Anyway, now you have some people who call themselves virtual interior designers who can either do mostly full scope of design, but they're providing these services to another design firm. Some of them specialize in more niche areas of design, like handling drawings for you or renderings or sourcing, whatever. And some people do either or of those things for actual clients. I think that's a wonderful idea. It gives you flexibility. It gives you more autonomy. You work on your own schedule. You make your own rules. You decide what you get paid. You decide what you do and what you don't do. You decide which clients you like working with and which ones you want to fire. But I think the terminology of virtual interior designer limits you from a psychological perspective, whether you're doing it for other firms or other designers, or you're doing it for clients. But let's talk about for clients for a second. A client hiring somebody to handle their interior design, when they hear virtual interior designer, they're not thinking that you are of the same level, caliber, and capabilities as a proper firm. So if you're looking to grow, I think at the beginning of your career, if you're just building up your portfolio, it's a fantastic way to do things. People are going to expect you to charge less, and that works for you in growing your portfolio. But as you grow, depending on how big you want to grow and what kind of clients and pricing and scopes that you want to do, calling yourself a virtual interior designer, in my opinion, limits you. I also don't think you have to call yourself a virtual designer in order to be able to work virtually. I would rather suggest that you just call yourself a national designer and let them know what your processes are. Do you fly out there once, twice, 3 times during the entire scope of a project? Are your consultations virtual? What are your methods of getting things on site or from site when you need it? Just decide that. That is my thoughts on virtual interior designers. Thank you for reminding me that this should probably be added to the Degreeless Design course. I don't know that we really talk about this. Actually, you would know, Liz, because you completed it. I think that I need to add that into the Degreeless Design crash course.